Thomas Scriber, shame on you. How do you go from the body snatcher to the baby snatcher? Now, it was an honest mistake, I think, but I believe that what was going on was you need to pay attention to who you're talking about. I think he probably was thinking about Big Baby and just said body, you know what I mean, baby snatcher maybe, you know what I mean? But the whole thing is, it would be different if it didn't mean anything, if it was just a mistake that was an error. But the way he said it, it comes off like he's trying to say something else. Baby snatcher? What kind of shit is that? This man goes from being a body punching guru or monster to a fucking kidnapper? That's fucking crazy, bro. He's a fucking kidnapper now. Baby snatcher. And I seen that on the live stream looking at the face off and the media workout. And I seen people putting it. I didn't know what it meant until now. And I say, you know, things happen. They do happen. And I think, you know, it's embarrassing for both parties because you don't want to say the wrong thing being the announcer because that's your fucking job. You got one job and you fuck it up. So you don't want to be that guy. You don't want to be Thomas Scriber. But then you don't want to be the guy known as a fucking kidnapper too, because it's going to reflect on how he projected and announced his name. People ain't going to forget that shit. They're going to call him the baby snatcher. And if he whoops Moses Atoma, he's going to be another baby snatcher. But no, it annoyed Dillian Whyte, and it should have annoyed Dillian Whyte. That shit was unprofessional, and it was downright it was shitty. You know, that's a foul thing to be calling somebody, a fucking kidnapper, the baby snatcher. The fuck? I'm a boxer, not a damn, you know? Yeah, I wouldn't have liked that either. And you know, and Dillian told him about himself. He was like, yo, man, get the fuck away from me, man. Get away from me, man. You know what? I don't want to talk to you. You know what I mean? Steve Harvey did the same dumb bullshit. But that's what happens when you're overworked and stuff like that. And, you know, it happens. But still, it's bad. And I do 100% understand how Dillian Whyte feels. You know, what do you expect him to laugh some shit off of like that? People ain't got no sense of humor about that shit. Calling somebody a damn baby snatcher. No, but I do believe it was an honest mistake. He didn't mean to do it, but that doesn't mean the damage wasn't done when he said it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I would be annoyed too, you know. But you guys tell me what you think of Dillian Whyte responding to the announcer mistakenly calling him the baby snatcher instead of the body snatcher. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!